What's up everybody, it's KelseeBrianaJai here with a video on the new MAC X Aaliyah collection, and I am the hugest Aaliyah fan. I know if you guys are 90s babies, this collection is super nostalgic, and I am very impressed that we actually were able to make this happen. I know that a lot of people were signing petitions on change.org, especially when Selena got her collection. Aaliyah fans were like, okay, we absolutely have to make this happen. And the reason why I'm so shocked that it actually happened, because Aaliyah's family is notoriously private and just very strict with her imagery and her music and everything related to Aaliyah's legacy. The majority of Aaliyah's body of music is not even available online. Like, she doesn't have a Vivo account. The only Aaliyah album that's available on Apple Music is Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. I have the CDs. So I grew up on Aaliyah. Like, Aaliyah was everything to 90s girls. Like, she embodied style. She was such a trendsetter in terms of her hair, her fashion, her makeup. Even though makeup wasn't as big as it is now, but if you go back and look at some of her videos and just interviews, it's like the stuff that she was doing was so ahead of her time. So many of the looks were so creative and visionary. Looking at videos like Rock the Boat, which was made 17 years ago, can you believe it was that long ago? And you look at her makeup and just things that she wore and just the creative direction of the video, and it's almost amazing at how most of the stuff that she used to do back in the day is still relevant, and it's still things that I will wear now. So I'm such a huge fan of her. I don't know why I'm getting emotional about this. She's definitely one of my favorites. Aaliyah is an icon, so with MAC collaborating with her, there are very high expectations for this collection because Aaliyah means a lot to a lot of people. I'm happy that her family is opening up her dynasty to continue her legacy. I have everything here for you guys. Let's get this thing going. This collection will be launched at all MAC counters as well as MACcosmetics.com. One of the people that really helps guide this collection is her brother Rashad Halton, and what he did was he kept her makeup from back in the day, and he went through her collection and he collaborated with MAC to share with them some colors that she would wear and different products that she used to like. I read that she used to love Cherish lipstick and chestnut lip liner and espresso eyeshadow, so I think that they went through and they looked at that, as well as went through and looked at some of her most iconic videos and chose products that really embodied Aaliyah's look. So in this collection, there's an eyeshadow palette, there's a bronzer, there are 4 lip glosses, 4 lipsticks, and a lip liner. So let's start off with the packaging. So here it is. It's burgundy packaging. It's kind of metallic. It says Aaliyah, and then it has MAC, and then it has Aaliyah's signature on the packaging. Honestly, I was kind of expecting her signature A, but everything has the same packaging, and then also the products all have the same packaging. Here's the eyeshadow palette. This is a ×9 palette, meaning there are 9 little mini eyeshadows in here. There's a mix of different finishes in here. Volux Pearl, we have lusters, we have satins, mattes, and frosts. I found that the mattes in here were really nice and they blended out really well. Some of the eyeshadows in here, the shimmers, did give me more of an issue. I did have to go into Fix Plus to intensify it and to get a little bit more pigmentation. This eyeshadow palette is very muted. This palette reminds me a lot of like the fall time just because of the tones selected here. I did my entire eye look using this palette. There are a few key colors that I feel like are missing, but overall you can do a few different looks with this. I know that some of the colors in here are re-promoted colors. Like, off the top of my head, the color Creative Copper I've seen a few times, and the color Ginger Snap, Dance in the Dark, and if I'm not mistaken, the color Deception as well. A few of the colors in this palette are named after Aaliyah's songs, like Care For You, and then they have one called That's Somebody. Overall, I feel like the quality of this eyeshadow palette is okay. These are not colors that I typically go for. Next, let's get into this bronzer. I know that this is the most controversial item in the collection simply because a lot of people were saying that this bronzer is not deep enough for deeper complexions. I agree with that sentiment. I actually have the bronzer on now. I'm about a MAC NC42, NC43, and this bronzer did not show up on my complexion. Like, it is very faint. To me, this bronzer is best suited for someone who is about an NC25. If you are deeper than that, like NC30 even, I feel like this is the same color as your skin. Honestly, I could use this and dust it all over my face if I wanted to set it. It does have glitter particles in it. They are very finely milled. It also has her signature engraved in here. So if you want to get this, I would get it for collector's purposes. If you're anywhere from a medium to deeper complected person and you're thinking about getting this to actually use it, I hate to break the news to you, but it is super light. The rest of the collection is comprised of lip products. So we have a lip liner. There are actually 2 lip liners. The other color that I didn't grab is a color that's always available. This one is in the color Nevermore. And I tried on this color in the video. You guys will see in a second. This is a very deep lip liner. It almost is black. I definitely remember seeing her wearing vampy lip liners, and this seems like it fits into her aesthetic. And like I said, there are 4 lip glasses. These retail for $17.50, and they're in the same formulation of the new reformulated MAC lip glasses. And lastly, we have her 4 lipsticks. The lipsticks are okay. I think that this will be a great nude for like NC50. The 3 other colors that they released, this one is called Street Thing. This is a frost lipstick. I definitely would not wear this by itself. You need to have some sort of lip liner underneath or do a lip combination with this because this is very patchy. And then the other 2 are amplified cream finishes. This one is called Hot Like, and then you guys know she had a song called Hot Like Fire. And this to me really reminds me of Aaliyah because she always would wear like a very glossy red lip. And then this one is called More Than a Woman. Again, she really liked berry toned lipsticks, so I could see her wearing this one as well. But that's everything from the collection. It's a very small collection, and if you want it, you really have to be on it because I already know it's going to sell out just because of her namesake. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the tutorial portion of this video, and also I try on all of the lip products individually so you can see what they look like on me. And following that, I will give you guys my final thoughts on this collection. So enjoy and stay tuned. So let's go ahead and do our eyes first. Going in with the 217 brush, I'm going to take the color That's Somebody. Let's take this color and apply it in our crease, back and forth. And this is going to be our transition color. So this is showing up really nicely. This is actually a satin finish eyeshadow, and it's very flesh toned. Same brush, and I'm going to go in with the color Dance in the Dark and pat this right on the very outer corner. And blend it over. Let's make sure this color is fully opaque and then blend it upwards towards the crease. In between those 2 colors, I'm going to dip into the color Princess of Soul, and with the same brush, I'm going to lightly apply this right in the crease. Just, oh my god, that color is pigmented. Okay, so be very careful with this, but right in between where the transition color is and where the color is that I apply on the lid. If it gets too dark in there, go back lightly with That Somebody to really just blend it out and keep that transition color apparent. And with a flat shader brush, this is a MAC 242, I'm going to dip into the color Deception. With that color, I'm going to lay it right down in the middle and blend it over. So just tap that color on. So this color is not super pigmented. It's just like a wash of shimmer. Same brush, and I'm going to dip into the color Care For You. This color may be a little bit more opaque. And I'm going to tap this right here on the lid and leave a little bit of a space open on the inner corner. So I'm just going to tap, use packing motions to build this color up. If I sprayed this with Fix Plus, it would make it a lot more vibrant. I actually think that I am going to take a little bit of Fix Plus. I need it to be pumped up just a little bit more. So I sprayed my brush with a little bit more of that shadow, just to give me more of a vibrant appeal. And I actually am going to blend this over, and I'm going to cover up the color Deception and just put the purple. So tapping motions just to deposit that color. I think that looks really decent, but I am going to go back with a new, more tapered blending brush. This is a Highighter GSN 10 brush. I'm going to go back with That Somebody, like originally where I placed it, just so all these colors can still continue to be blended. So just back and forth on that edge of where all these eyeshadows are, and then blend it upwards. I'm going to dip into the color Love Smoke. Apply that on my inner tear duct. Just a little bit. Tapping it like slightly on top of the purple. So I'm going to take the exact same color and same brush and trace it around and apply it on my lower inner corner. Make sure to stop that color about here. Same brush and the color Magic More and apply that on the rest of the lower lash line, making sure to connect it to the top. And on the edge of that, just to further blow out that color, I'm going to go in with the MAC 239 and a little bit of the color That's Somebody. And right on the edge of where this color stops, I'm just going to rim this color along there. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and add my liner, mascara, and lashes, and I'll be back so we can play with more pieces from this collection. This has been a super controversial product because a lot of people are saying it's too light. So let's check it out and see if it works on me. I'm about an NC 42. I'm going to try to build this up. It's very light. It's so light, it's barely making a difference on my face. Honestly, I could really set my entire face with this powder color. It can be like an all over bronzer, but as far as bronzing my cheekbones is really not deep enough to do so. Now let's try on the lip products. I'm going to go in with the lip glosses first. This one is the color Brooklyn Born. Very sheer pearl type colored lip gloss. I typically don't wear colors like this by itself. It's very frosty. You can apply this on top of a lip combination to maybe lighten it up, give it more so of a frosty appeal. But for me, colors like this just seem a little dated and I don't typically go for them. But this is definitely a topper color for sure. Next, I'm going to try on the color Motor City. This is a really pretty color. It honestly reminds me of a look that she wore during the Rock the Boat video where she had like coral right in the center of the lip. This color is really nice. You can wear it by itself. This is a really good spring summer color. Or you can apply it on top of like a coral lipstick and make it that much more intense. But it's pretty opaque by itself. Next, let's try on the color At Your Best. So this color is pretty opaque. It reminds me a lot of MAC's lipstick and lip gloss in Rebel. They're really pretty berry plum type color. You can definitely wear this by itself, but to get it a little bit more consistently opaque, I would apply a lipstick underneath it and apply this as a topper, or you can apply like a lip pencil underneath it just to get it a little bit cleaner. But colors like this are really nice to wear in the fall time. This is At Your Best. And the last lip gloss is the color One in a Million. Okay. Same thing with this color. Applying something underneath is going to allow you to get a more consistent application and allow the color not to be splotchy on the lips. In the tube, you can see like very faint blue glitter. On the lips, you can't really see that at all. All you see is the deep vampy color. That's what it looks like. So now let's try on the lipsticks. First, I'm going to try on the nude lipstick. This is Try Again. Okay, so this lipstick is a matte finish and it definitely feels like it. It's a very nude lipstick. It almost looks like I've canceled out my lip color. So I would definitely need to wear a lip liner with this just to make sure that I have some type of definition in my lips and they're just not receding to the back of my face. It's a matte finish. It feels very matte. It feels kind of drying on the lips. So just make sure that your lips are properly moisturized before you apply this lipstick. Other than than that, it applied really smoothly and is pretty opaque. Next, let's try on Hot Like ... even though we know it's fire. Okay. So here's Hot Like. It's pretty thinly formulated though. I can see my lips through it. It's an amplified finish. So with amplified finishes, it's going to be a hybrid between a satin and almost glossy, but not really. So it is going to move slightly. So I would definitely recommend using a lip liner to kind of lock the color in place, especially since this is a red color. But it's a pretty neutral red, so it's not cool toned, it's not warm toned. Now I'm going to try on the color More Than a Woman. This one definitely looks like an Aaliyah color for sure. So this color again is very sheer. This is an amplified cream finish lipstick, but this color, it reminds me a lot of Rebel. I don't have it here with me to compare it to, but Rebel is a little bit more opaque and not as glossy-ish. You can build it up, but again, it's an amplified color, so I strongly recommend you use a lip liner to keep it neat. And lastly, I'm going to try on the color Street Thing. Okay, so this lipstick is a frost. It's like a frosty gunmetal grayish color. It has very tiny flecks of glitter in it. This color applies very patchy. So again, lip liners are going to be your best friend with these lip products. You definitely need to use them in conjunction with other products because mostly all of them are very sheer. Lastly, I'm going to try on the lip liner in the color Nevermore. So this is a traditional pencil lip liner. It's pretty creamy, but it's also not creamy enough to where it's not going to slide around. I like that it's in a wood casing because that means that it's not going to dry out really quick. This color is very, very dark. It borderlines on almost black, but it'll be a good base and a good lip liner for a lot of the products that are in this collection. I think this lip liner is super 90s. It definitely fits the theme. It seems like something Aaliyah would wear. I'm gonna add Street Thing lipstick on top. I am gonna go ahead and put a lip gloss on top. This is One in a Million. So I want the glossy lips. So this is the overall finished look. Overall, if you're going to get one or two pieces from the collection, I would get the eyeshadow palette because it has the signature here with her name. I would maybe get one lipstick and I would get a lip gloss and I would be done with the collection. I wouldn't bother trying to get the entire thing. I feel like all the pieces in this collection are standard pieces that we already have 10 times over. A lot of the pieces in the collection, like the bronzer, are very color specific for who they're going to work for. If you're about darker than NC25, I don't see this bronzing you. The lipsticks and the lip glosses are obviously going to be colors that are specific to your likes and dislikes. The formulation of the lipsticks to me was a little bit thinner, so just anticipate that when you're using them, you're gonna have to use some sort of base underneath, some sort of lip liner, possibly some sort of liquid lipstick to give it something to make it pop. Lip glosses, I feel like they were standard matte glosses. Nothing really stood out in terms of being super unique. So overall, I'm not gonna tell you guys that you absolutely have to have anything from this collection, but I will say I would grab something if I were a fan just for collector's purposes. I don't think you need the entire collection. Honestly, I probably will never use these products again. Some of the products from this collection scream Aaliyah more so than others but I just don't think that it's necessary to have it aside from just collecting it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section. I know that this collection has been very polarizing. Some people really like it, some people really don't like it. I'm very curious about what your thoughts are, so please do let me know. And if you have not already, always make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. That way you guys can keep up with me. So I will talk to you all very, very soon. Smooches. Bye.